Three cosmic messages. Hello, and welcome to Short Points, where we share thoughts on the Sabbath School lessons. We're starting a new quarter and a new study entitled Three Cosmic Messages. This theme is part of the DNA of the Adventist movement as it finds its purpose and identity in a specific historical context and mission. The year 1844 is marked with some special and significant philosophical, scientific, and religious events and movements. This is the year when Friedrich Nietzsche was born, one of the most influential atheists who was fed up with God's morality and the notions of good and evil and called for their rejections. Karl Marx's economic and philosophic manuscripts of 1844 paved the base of communism and its totally materialistic reality. 1844 is also the year of Charles Darwin's early expressions of his evolutionary theory. And it's in such context, a rejection of God as creator, rejection of his moral standards, and a complete rejection of his relevance, that God needed a voice and someone to share special messages relevant to this time. Messages also known as the three angels' messages, as they are recorded in the book of Revelation. These messages are the object of our study this quarter. To better understand the messages recorded in Revelation 14, the first lesson looks at chapter 12 first, and it depicts the controversy and battle between God and Satan, battle that we all experience and suffer. It's a battle that is horrifying and that seems to be going to the way of evil. God's side does look well outnumbered and in bad position, but the reality is that the war is already won. Jesus wins, Satan loses is the theme of the first lesson. This is not a battle of villains and superheroes, though. It's important to understand the origin and nature of the conflict. God created a perfect universe with the greatest gift of freedom and free will. The only way to experience love is with freedom, and this comes with the possibility to choose doubt and confrontation. And it happened. Envy and jealousy grew in Satan, and he openly confronted and challenged the sovereignty of the Creator and our dependence on him. God's love was challenged. Doubt was introduced, and a great controversy developed, one in which you can't be neutral and you need to make a choice and take a stand. Revelation chapter 12 tells the story of a dragon and a woman with a child. God's ultimate love was to be demonstrated through his willingness to put everything on the line for his beloved creation. Through people that opened their hearts for him, people who, even though they were disconnected from God because of the choice we made as humanity, recognized the voice of a caring father and engaged in a journey with him. Through these people, representing God's church, represented by the woman in Revelation 12, God came as a child, walked as a man, unmasked Satan's hypocrisy, paid our debt, secured salvation for those who accepted, and sealed the fate of Satan. In Revelation 12, we see the rage of the dragon, who is Satan, his attacks and disasters, but mostly his frustration because of his inability to stop God and his people. We see his attempts through history to crush them. We see the misery of the Dark Ages. We see how he uses all kinds of tricks and tactics to deform, to corrupt, in order to destroy. How he tries to shift the focus away from God, to isolate us from him, to make us hate and reject our dependence on God, to reject him as creator. And as the time does not play in his favor, he gets more and more agitated. As his time approaches, Satan gets more furious with those who preserve the image of God, those who keep his moral standards, those who put their dependence on God, and who recognize him as their creator. Satan is enraged, but the victory is won by God. Victory is won for those who put their trust on God and who see beyond the struggles of the current manifestations of evil. For this final stage of the controversy, God has messages, and he needs people to carry them, to stand for him, and to testify about him. So, what will I take away from this lesson in the length of one tweet? #lesson in one. God's love was challenged and rejected, but his case was proven and the victory assured. Satan's attacks are on God as creator, our dependence on him, and his moral standards. As response, God has 3 cosmic messages for us. Join us again next week to continue this study with a moment of destiny.